My name is Nina. I'm originally from Aarhus, Denmark, and where I lived until I was 25. I studied political science and French at Columbia University in New York, and then I've studied criminology and criminal justice at the University of Oxford in England. When I was doing my undergraduate degree and sort of like finishing up my course, I sort of had to make a decision about what I wanted to do next. And it was between, do I go out and get a job, which is something that a lot of US undergraduates do before they go into a postgraduate. However, I had sort of figured out that I was really interested in law and was looking at different degrees and that, do I want to go to law school in the States, do I want to go back to Denmark? And then I think a little bit by happenstance, or if that's what you'd call it, I stumbled upon this degree at Oxford in criminology, which is the area of which I did my bachelor's thesis. And I just decided to apply. I didn't really have any like big motivation or consideration to what I wanted to do with it in the future. So it was mostly an interesting course, interesting professors at a university that I had come to know as really good. Well, obviously my stay there was cut short by COVID, but I liked it and I didn't like it at the same time. I think I felt like I fit in better with the American educational system. I can't tell you like exactly why, but I felt a little bit more alone in the UK system. I definitely had a wonderful experience with the people that I studied with the professors that I had, but it was definitely a more distant relationship that I had to people there than I did during my undergrad. So I would say it's also a much more, and I don't know if this is just for postgrads or the UK in general, it's a much more independent way of studying than what I experienced at Columbia. That you reach out to all the different people and organizations that can provide you resources, so it's easier to do the application. I think specifically for postgrads, it's important to start thinking about what it is that you want to do afterwards, because you're specializing more in an area. My broad motivation to do the master's was more about the course that I found really interesting, and I wasn't necessarily sure what to do afterwards. But if you are interested in a specific area or industry, company, it's probably a good idea to consider whether or not that course will give you opportunities to pursue that career.